Write the vision, make it plain. This is Profiles of a Writer. Profile of a Writer. I am Dr. Estella Conwill Majozo, and I will be reading today from my book, The Middle Passage, 105 Days. The Middle Passage, 105 Days. This is a poetic rendering of the horrific journey our ancestors made through the Middle Passage. I will read for you the first day. I am Roma Tule, Queen Roma Tule, even on this slave ship, even amidst these Tuba beasts, these white men who beat us, break our bones, who banish our souls to the bottom of holding caves, to the isolation of abandoned castles, and that reek now of vomit and blood and foulest evil, which I refuse to submit to or allow the people whom I love to submit to either, regardless of these wretched leg irons and however many slave bands they cuff on my resistance. I am Roma Tule, Queen Roma Tule, and I will deliver my people. And I will also remember this, every part of this, in honor of my husband Maldo, the Creator rest his soul, who was murdered in defense of me, murdered for refusing to accept this slavery. Oh, my daughter Asatu, when the rest of us break free, I will have much to tell on your behalf. There are hundreds standing here upon the deck. I cannot see the 12 who were captured with me, cannot find our warrior Ali amid so many forced into bondage by mad men. They bark all the time, and the main man, if he is to be considered a man at all, growls like a jackal and stalks like a demon. He commands something in his own language, and the others began to rush us with buckets of water the way you do common pigs, the salt water scalding the open wounds on our back, where the Tupab just days ago burned with hot red irons their accursed names in our flesh. And as the crusted bow and filth fall from my nakedness, I see at the other end of my line Ali, then one by one the other 12, all of them stone-faced and unbelieving. Suddenly the whip snaps again, and we are forced to continue to lockstep towards the death hole. We move on, and there among the grief-stricken I see Fanta, medicine woman, healer of our village, who during the recent plagues warded off diseases with medicines and oblations day and night, never sleeping except to dream the remedies. Jackal Man has no idea. He searches her frail body, places his wretched hand upon her holy head, and pushes her at the mouth. No idea. The man beside Fanta is Ebo. He bears the scars of initiation on his cheek. There is fire in his chest. He is not from our village, but is no less defiant. The whips crack again. I turn to see fresh blood bursting from the back of another man who at this point only wants to live. Jackal Man's helper, Dog Breath, forces the man to fetch more water to throw on us. It is then that I hear Ho-Ho, the village fool, screaming at the top of his madness. Stop it, Tubab, stop it. Leave the doo-doo on my body. You damn Tubab want to take everything from me. Jackal Man unravels the leash of the pale, vicious dog that is ever at his side, and Ho-Ho scrambles back into place. I move on, feeling the unbearable pull at my ankles, and hearing the unforgettable cries of those descending ahead of me. Jackal Man curses down at them, then shoves me with the point of his gun into the awesome hole. The first day. That's from Middle Passage. It is illustrated by Dr. Robert Douglas. It's published by Africa World Press, and it is available on Amazon. Very powerful, very powerful. what our ancestors went through in order that we could be here. Praise God.